What's good, guys? LM7 here, finishing up the Hoth attack set. So in the last part, if you haven't caught it, please go back and watch it. We built the entirety of the little snow bunker. So, you know, that's probably the main portion of the set. And I don't figure this video will be as long as the first part. But I could be wrong, because we still have some stuff to build. So we're going to work on the power unit. So we start that off by taking a 2x3 brick and a 2x3 plate and putting those on top of each other. Can we focus on the brick, please? There we go. We're going to take two different 1x1 specialized plates. This is the one with the little bar clip. So we're going to put that on the right side. And then we're going to take a 1x1 plate with a vertical clip and put it on the left side. So something like this. Then we're going to take a 2x2 slope with two studs missing from the bottom, a cousin of our favorite piece in the last video, and if you're building the real set, you put a sticker on there. And then we just cover it up like that, and take a 1x1 round tile to use as a button and put it right there. So to finish it up, we're going to take a wrench, put it on the clip, and take our power, our little tubing. So this is what the tubing looks like. I don't have the dimensions for it, sorry. But it doesn't have the Technic beams on the end. It has a, like a lightsaber beam coming out of the end. So you just put it in the beam slot, and we go to our main section of the set, which is right here. And we take this beam slot and put it in this section right here, this little hole that we built way before, a long time ago. Put it right there and bend it to where this piece folds in nicely right like that. Okay, so that is all that out of the way. Now we can actually work on the turret. So we're going to take a 4x4 plate with the turntable grooves in it. And then we're going to take a 4x4 round plate with a hole in the center. And you'll hear the snap. If you do, you did it right. Next, we're going to take a 2x2 round plate with the cross-axle hole in the center. Put it in the middle. You can see it does spin already. And then we can take a 4x4 round plate with the 2x2 round plate's hole in the center. And obviously put that around the other plate. But I got this stuck to the base plate. There we go. So there's that. That's pretty much the base of our turret. Because next we're going to take these 2x4 half round bricks that are 3 or 4 bricks tall with the center cut out. So these walling pieces. And we're going to cover half of our little section like this. And with the other section, make sure you put the stickers on if you're building the real set. But we cover it up like that to make a cylinder. Next, we're going to take our 1x4 bricks that are meant to hold the spring-loaded shooter. If you don't care about the spring-loaded shooter, any 1x4 brick will work just fine. Or a 2x4 brick, for that matter. Because we use 2 of them and put them just like that. Next, we have a little mini building step. And I don't know why I just didn't do it off screen, but I didn't. So you take a 1x4 brick with 4 studs on the front. And then a 1x4 double sloped plate with 2 studs missing in the center, and simply put it on the brick like this. And that goes on each side of the spring-loaded shooters. So just do it again real quickly. You need 2 of them, and you put them on like that. And then to top it all off so it doesn't fall apart, you take a 4x4 plate and put it on the top. So, there we go. So you do have those gaps right there. I don't know why they didn't use a plate to fill that in, but Who knows? They could have just used gray plates and filled it in, but what are you going to do? So now we're going to build a top, and we start the top with a 6x6 round plate with a Technic hole in the center, and take 4 of these 4x4 rounded plates on the top. And then you fill them in just like this. Make sure it goes up to the center hole, and then you fill in with 3 more to make a bigger circle. Like this. So then at the end you have an 8x8 circle. So we're going to take a 2x2 plate, put it on the very end. It doesn't matter which side, but whatever side you put this plate on is going to be the back of the turret. Then you're going to take a 4x4 plate and put it in the center. Take 2 more of the 4x4 rounded plates, put them like so to cover up the tan plate we just used. Take a 2x2 smooth tile, place that on top of the plates we just did, but not on the 4 studs for the 4x4 plate we put on in the beginning. And then we're going to take 2 2x1 plates with horizontal clip for one of the studs, and we are going to put 2 of them on the back. So like I said, this is going to be the back of our of the turret, where the minifigure sits. So we're going to take 2 grill plates after that and put them on either side of this smooth tile, just like so. Take 2 1x2 downward slopes, place them in front of the grill plate. Nope, I lied. That's where I want to put them. But you actually put them on the plate like this. So inside of the grill plates. And then we're going to take the 1x6 rounded brick that we've used before and fill in the front section just like that. So it is awkwardly heighted. Heighted isn't a word, but it's an awkward height. That's what I meant to say. So now we're going to build the cannon part. So we start that off by a 1x2 plate, notch facing down with 4 studs on it. Take a 1x2 plate and put it on the front. And then take another 1x2 plate, notch facing down, but this time only have 2 studs on the front. And face that one downward like this. And then we put this on the front of the turret like so. Mine actually broke, but you put it on the front like this, and this will keep the gun from falling off this extra little plate right here. We don't actually use these studs for anything. Now we're actually going to build the little cannon. This is just how to keep the cannon in place. So we take a 2x2 tile with Technic pin in the center. Take a Technic axle, so you can see it has a hole through the center, not a cross axle. This is just a Technic axle. Put it like that, and take a 2M Technic pin with cross axle slot on the back, and put it in the Technic axle, just like so. It won't go any farther because the other slot is already being used. And then we put it on the front like this. Then to finish it up, we take the top radar dish, or the cover, which is it is a 6x6 parabola dish with a bar coming out of the back, and you put it on the clips just like this and can close the turret. And then you put in your spring-loaded missiles just like so. If you're not using this, then ignore this step, and then center it in the middle just like that. So make sure there is a stud like where the ends of the spring-loaded shooters are. And that is the turret completely done. I believe it's exactly the same as the Ultimate Collector set coming out in April of 2016, the Assault on Hoth set. I think they're exactly the same. So we're going to go back to our base section that we haven't seen for about 10 minutes now. And where we started off way in the beginning with this spinnable Technic axle. That is where we put our turret on, just like that, and shoot the spring-loaded missile by accident. You don't want to do that. But now that it's on the top, if we spin the little gear, that the turret does spin and the function works nicely. So you can't actually see the top of the turret because I'm zoomed in, but there's all that. So you might be thinking, okay, we're done. Almost. We do have the Imperial stuff that we have to build. The little probe droid and the EWEB blaster. So we'll do the blaster first. We take this 1x2 plate that has a stud shooter mounted on it, and you put the shooter on the top. I just didn't want to take that the little gray part out because it's annoying to take out. And I always put the stud immediately on it so it locks the shooter into place. Next, we're going to take a 2x1 plate with horizontal clip on the end and put it just like this. And cover that with a grill plate. So like that. Next, we're going to build the little legs. So you start off with a 1x1 plate, a 1x1 brick with 4 studs on all sides. Put that on top of the 1x1 plate and take another 1x1 plate and cover that up. Now on any side you choose, it doesn't matter. You take a 1x1 wedge and put it on the front facing down. So that will be the front of your cannon, remember that. And then on all the other open studs, you take the antenna piece and make legs for the EWEB blaster. And this is probably the most annoying part of the set right here, is just, getting the legs to do what you want them to do. And then you put it on to our piece that we've already built. Just like so. Then we're going to put on the handlebars, make sure they're facing upside down. If I can get it on there. There we go. So the handlebars are facing upside down. And then we're going to build a little stand for the turret or the blaster that makes sure it doesn't, falls over. So you take a 2x2 parabola. It can be clear, it can be whatever color, it can be white if you want it to be, and a 1x1 round brick. And you put them together to make the stand and put it on the open stud here. I actually just fired the stud shooter and it worked very well. But that is our EWEB blaster completely done. Now all that's left to do is build the probe droid. So we're going to take a 2x2 round plate with cross-axle hole in the center and 8 bars surrounding it. Take a 2x2 round plate, cross-axle hole in the center, put it on top. Take another one of the plates with the bars surrounding it, put it on top like this, so we have this little sectioning. Take two 2x2 plates, two 2x1 plates. I don't know why they just didn't use a full version. Whatever. Put them like that on top. Take a stud and put it in the center, which is one of the hardest things to do. So I'm going to actually take this, what is this? This is a 3x3 parabola, and you put the stud in the center, and that'll allow you to put it in the center of these studs there. So you fill up the top like that. Now we're going to take 4 1x1 plates with a horizontal clip on the top and cover the cover the 4 main directions. So none of the diagonals should be covered in this. So like this. And then you take a singular stud and put it on whatever side you want. That side will become the front of your probe droid, obviously, where the eye is. Okay, So then we're going to put the stand on before I build the legs. So you take a 4x4 parabola and a aerial, and then simply put the probe droid on top. Just like that. And it should stand, and it shouldn't fall over. And then to build the legs, all you do is you take an older type of blaster, or arm piece, whatever you want to call it. There's a little grip there. And a battle droid arm in any color. And the shorter arm side takes the little blaster piece, and then you make sure you put that on the diagonals. So the top side should use the main cardinal directions, while the legs should use all of the diagonals. And then you build the legs 4 times. And I'm lazy and didn't feel like doing it 4 times, so I already had them all built ahead of time. And there we go. There is our probe droid. So, now that we are done with the entirety of the set, I'll obviously have to go find that that stud shooter eventually. Or that stud I launched like a billion miles away. But that is it for the Hoth Attack set. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out. And stick around for, finally, some of the bigger sets from the 2016 Winter Wave. Next one we're going to be looking at is the Battle on Takodana. So, that will be a couple parts long, just like this one was. But anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later.